Welcome to the Retiring Club. My name is John, and I will be your host for this meeting. In this meeting of the Retiring Club, I want to focus on taxes, specifically your state taxes. Now that you're going into retirement, or if you're forced out of work where you're drawing down on some of the 401k or the IRA money, or you're pulling some of your capital gains, you may be in a position where you need to calculate and make provisions to pay your state taxes. So in this case, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about that and go into a screen share and we'll actually talk about it. So you live, you die, and you pay taxes is what they say. And we as retirees um, will have the option to have some money withheld, um, either from our pension or from our social security or possibly from some type of work that you have coming in. Myself as a part-time employee, I'm don't get any real taxes taken out. They take out a little bit from the for the state of Georgia, but the federal there's none taken out on the couple $1,000s that I earn, and the Social Security takes out a little bit, but what happens is at the end of the year, I could owe some taxes. So if I was retired and I would say below $11,000, I would probably pay 10%. So if I made 2 grand at the stadium, my taxes on the federal would be about $200. Um, the state taxes typically draw from the federal adjusted gross income, and then they have their own deductions. They have some other deductions that they may allow in your state, and sometimes it goes onto like a state easy form, and they just do the math and bada boom, bada bing. You either get a little check back or you're going to get something you're going to have to owe. So just wanted to bring that to the table as we are all getting ready for retirement. And then in some cases, if the employment situation changes where your employer decides, yeah, you're going to go to retirement now, you want to be able to just say, you know what, I'm old enough. I've been doing this for a while. I got enough money saved. I'm not going to be going out applying for hundreds and hundreds of jobs, you know, uh, struggling for months and months, the worry and all of that kind of stuff. You want to start planning your retirement now, and then also structure it so that if you're out of a job, you know exactly what to do. You can be like the hell with it. All of this background check, multiple interviews. You want me to drive 45 minutes through the thick traffic, and then you got all these rules where you're deducting points if you're a few minutes late and all this old kind of nonsense. You may just want to say the hell with it. And that's why I'm bringing this kind of content so that we all can support each other and make really good decisions on what we want to do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop into the screen share, and we're going to cover what it looks like using myself as an example. And then we're going to start using some tools to look up what the taxes would be, even in a place you may think you want to live. So this is John, and you are with the Retiring Club, and we're talking about local and state tax. Okay, folks. So we got here some notes that I took here, and so I'm in the state of Georgia. Georgia state income tax is flat rate of 5.49. It used to be, I think it was 6%, but our um, Governor Deal, he's been doing a good job here in the state. We've brought down a lot of businesses from up in that Jersey, New York area, and they're actually we got Mercedes-Benz headquartered here, IHG, Cox Communication, UPS, um, a whole host of companies that have offices in this quarter that I live in. So it was very smart for me to move up in this area. I remember when I first got down here from Detroit, the guy said that You want to be up in this area. And I just looked at them because apartments were 750 to 1,000, and I needed something for $500. So I wound up over in East Point, Georgia, which is I had access to buses and the train, and I wound up working at the stadium. That's how I got in event staffing. So the next thing, it comes from federal adjusted gross income. That's when you go out and you actually start doing your taxes. But let's get to the meat of the matter. Because I am full-time employed, there was $2,063 taken out of my check last year. So what's going to happen as a retiree? That check stops, and I'm now the payroll specialist. I have to get that money that I need to pay all my bills, and one of them is going to possibly result in me maybe on some taxes. They always say you want to be poor on paper. I want all my bills to be paid on time, and I want to have enough pocket money to walk around and do the things that I want to do, as well as that extra pocket money. It'll just shrink as inflation and more expenses come in. Um, I've been operating on $100 pocket money for years. It's forecasted to go up to about 250, maybe $300 in retirement, and because of the way I am, I think that might be a little bit too much. So I'll just find or do uh, stay in better hotels, go out and treat myself to better meals, maybe treat somebody else, maybe donate a little. I don't know. I got to get there first. But this 2063, that my employer will no longer be taking that out. So if I owe, it's on me. Um, so let's just look down here. I put in ChatGPT is the tool that we would use. And I'll just read what it says. If you are a Georgia resident age 65 or older with a total income of 35,000, including Social Security and retirement income, it is likely you will not pay Georgia state taxes on your retirement income. Here's why. Social Security exclusion. Georgia does not tax Social Security benefits. Any amount you receive in Social Security benefits will be fully exempt from Georgia state income tax, and there is an exclusion. It's called the Georgia 65,000 exclusion. Georgia offers a significant retirement income exclusion for seniors. If you are 65 and older, you can exclude up to 65,000 per person from your retirement income for Georgia state income tax. So I can earn up to 65,000 with all that money that my mate pull out, because there are going to be times where I got places I want to go and things I want to do. I'm forecasted the 35,000 is just a round number. What I would start off with in retirement at 67, and that's just from Social Security. If I decide that, hey, why don't I take out the 23,750 from Trump's, uh, I call it the Trump deduction. I might want to do that, and what it'll do is it'll stack onto that 35,000. But you got all this extra money, just put some away in case you do owe a little taxes. So you do got that $65,000 exclusion. Applying the exclusion, since your total income is 35,000 and you qualify for the 65,000 exclusion, your entire retirement income after subtracting any Social Security benefits would likely fall below the exclusion limit, meaning no Georgia state income tax. What they're talking about, if all I'm getting is 35,000, I'm well below the 65. I don't have to pay taxes on the state. In essence, Georgia is considered a very tax-friendly state for retirees due to these exclusions potentially allowing you to receive your 35,000 income. So that's why I want to come. Now, Florida doesn't have that at all. It's you don't pay any state taxes down there. They rely on the tourists to pay higher taxes. Um, so here are my notes here. Social Security is not taxed at age 65. The first $65,000 is not taxed. $35,000 of income saves 1,921. Now, what if I got fired? All right, so let's say that I did get fired. It's Friday. I go in, and you know what? Why don't you just leave your badge um, right there? I would be looking to pull enough money out at the age of 63 and 64 to cover myself. I'm probably not going to go back to work. So I will wind up paying taxes of 5.49%. So as a retiree, somebody that's pre-retired, you're not 65, you don't qualify. I need to know how to track that. And that's why I'm talking about this, because you, as an individual that's working, you done hit 59 and a half. You've got exceptional amount of money. You your home is downsized. Everything's fixed up, and you're out looking, and you're like, you know what? I remember listening to that guy over at the retiring club. You know what? Let me just plan now, and I'll calculate in my taxes, and then when I get to 65, I know I don't have to pay it anymore. You are good to go. No surprises. So that's what I want to cover here. Now, the other thing, I'm going to stop and see if I can get up this other screen. Let's see how it works for me. Okay, folks, this is our new friend here, GPT. So here, I went up here, and all you got to do is log in, let it tie in with your Google account. So we're looking at North Carolina. We got a content creator that is probably has the lowest expenses of anybody. His name is Pete. His channel is Retire with Me, and he's over in North Carolina. So let's just take a look at what it says here. Let me I got this up a little bit too high. We got all these other notes over here. All right, there we go. Personal income tax in North Carolina is 4.5% as of 2025. North Carolina uses a flat tax, meaning the same rate applies. Taxable income is based on federal adjusted gross income. So if Pete was over there, um, he would need to pay on some of his taxes depending on his AGI. So he's keeping his income super low. He don't need all that money. If you had household expenses of $740, you know, you could like withdraw probably $12,000 out of your retirement account. You're good to go. But anyway, so Pete's killing it over there. But anyway, you got a single deduction over there, and it talks about some additionals. So this is how you can go out there and start finding. Um, and it's got some examples. Now here's one. We're gonna change this around. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Let's see what West Virginia has, because West Virginia is one of those states. It's cheap to live in, but they tax Social Security, man. Virginia. Let's see what it comes back as. So it would come back, and see they got that sliding scale, the graduating scale of income. Um, if I was retiring, I would fall right in here. And so they've got the 3.54%, and it starts talking about their deductions and exemption. All right, additional notes. Social Security benefits not taxed for many retirees, phase out for many starting in 2022, fully excluding 20 for those making under certain thresholds. So we're gonna go back up here, and we're gonna change this out. Let me do an edit. So in the old days, you would have to be going to the Treasury website, but with AI now, you can just throw it in. See, this is going to kill a lot of people's jobs. So if you were taking questions on this kind of stuff right here, your job's gone. West Virginia Social Security benefits are partially taxed at the state level depending on your income. As of 2020, you do not pay taxes on Social Security. Your federal adjusted income is $50,000 or less for single file. So right here, I would fit right in West Virginia at the $35,000. And it's nice there. You like those rolling hills, you like fishing, you go exploring in those mines and stuff like that, man. All right, so this is what I got, and this is how we will find out what we would owe, and if we are taxing, if we're thinking about our tax situation as we go in retirement. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off of this and get this produced. I'm on my lunch break now, but I'm going to go ahead and get this out to you guys, and I wish you well this weekend. And make sure you enjoy yourself. Plan something fun to do this summer, okay? John with the Retiring Club. I'm going to end this meeting. And thanks for coming. Give me some likes and subscribes. If you got any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them in. Thank you.